Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am John, this is Many a True Nerd, and this is FTL Faster Than Light. This is a fantastic game. This is one of my games of the year, and I'm mainly making this video because I really want to go over why I think this is one of the best games of last year. So, let's get started. The first reason that this is one of the best games of the year, I do not actually even need to go past the opening screen for, and that is that we are here for the music. The music of this game is wonderful. I actually thought about it, that the opening tone of this game, I can think of one other game where I hear the opening note and I know what game it is immediately. That is Super Mario 64. I cannot think of another example. Just a wonderful soundtrack. Download the soundtrack. I tell you what, download this soundtrack. If you're not convinced by this game, download the soundtrack at the very least, because it's fantastic music. If you're kind of wanting a custom playlist for writing, if you enjoy mood music to help you with anything, just download the soundtracks. It's a fantastic soundtrack. There are some great tracks on it. You're listening to one of my favorites right now. But anyway, that is enough stalling. Let's actually get into the game. So, this is where we select our ship. And this right here is the second main reason why this game is utterly fantastic, which is that this game can really draw you in. And the idea that it would actually let you name not just your ship but also all your crew was just a great move, really, because it lets you get really emotionally invested and tied to your crew. So let's just go for our ship. Our ship is Many a True Nerd, of course. We are going to go with the crew named after the Many a True Nerd team. That is Claire, our captain and also commissioning editor. That's Starga. That's a much better name than my name. That's John. But regardless, I will be naming that anyway. We'll be going for John. And finally, we have our two contributing writers, Nick and Alistair. Unfortunately, we only have one space, so they are being merged into the ultimate writing force of Nalistair. Yes. Anyway, we're playing on normal because I don't mind dying. I'm not afraid to admit this game. It will probably kill me. But anyway, let's go! Straight away, I'm immediately starting to think about this in terms of how attached I'm getting to my crew. So Claire's our commissioning editor, so she's going to be the pilot, and I do a lot of the back-end work. So John there, he's going to go and work on the engines. It's games like Saints Row and Skyrim where you can spend hours customizing your characters and then you never see them again. This game lets you customize basically nothing aside from name. I feel more attached to crews that I have fought with and lost in this game than I have any character in Skyrim or Saints Row 3 by a very, very long way. That's what this game is all about. I already care about this crew. I don't want this crew to die, and they almost certainly will. And what makes it even worse is they're most likely going to die because I'm going to unpower the oxygen for some reason and then forget to turn it back on again. So, because we killed the pirate, the people on the planet helped us. That was very much worth... Oh, the oxygen! The oxygen was broken and I never fixed it. I noticed that because the ship was going pink, and pink doesn't mean happy, pink means dead. I unpowered the oxygen before. That's a thing that I did. I'm going to assume, by the way, that most of you listening already know roughly how FTL works, but just in case you don't, it is mainly a game of resource management. This is the best way I can sum it up, is it is a game of resource management, which is you have a certain amount of power in your reactor and you have to decide where the best place to put it is. That is the main though, so power is the first resource you are managing. The second resource you are managing is scrap. Scrap is what you use for a whole lot of things, and that is, so scrap is the resource you're mainly collecting through the game. Oh, I got a rock man. Oh, you see? Now, because it's a rock guy and he's like defensive and has loads more HP than normal, I'm going to put him on shields. And I feel really good about that because he's defensive and he's doing a defensive thing. I am creating my own story as I go along. And this is what I want to talk about story really quickly. This is going to be another reason why this is one of the best games. Because this game actually lets you make up your own story as you go along. You see, the problem with a game like Skyrim, much as I loved Skyrim, was it forced you down, eventually, it forced you down a very narrow, fairly linear plot point. And the thing is, I don't want to be. The whole point, the whole joy of Skyrim was wandering around this glorious, massive world and just discovering things and exploring and finding new quests, your 20th game that you'd never found before. But then eventually it said, no, actually you have to go down this, single plot point where you go to this village and fight this dragon, then you have to do this other thing, and then you have to go to this bar, and you'll always run into the same problem, and it was annoying. Whereas this game just had the courage to say, you know what, this is a game about exploring and wonder and coming across new things and trying to figure them out. So, you know what? It trusts you to use your imagination to actually make up your own story. It's realised that any story that it makes up is vastly inferior to the story that the player will create themselves if you just give them a big open world. And that's wonderful. That's great. And our ship is on fire, which is less good. Okay. Empty all the things. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna go help. Go help. As long as the weapons don't catch fire, we're not in a huge amount of trouble. Okay. Just kill them now. Here's something I like to think about the story behind this game. Have you ever noticed how you are the Galactic Federation, but you're being traced by the Rebels? But despite the fact that they're the Rebels and you're like the Galactic Federation, supposedly, they are vastly superior to you in numbers. Like, hugely superior to you in numbers. They are big enough to just come along and just move in and invade this whole area and just take over whole areas. You ever get caught up with them? They have tons of shit. If it is a rebel movement, it's a very popular rebel movement, isn't it? Anyone would almost think that I was some sort of evil empire or something. Anyway, we are also finding right now, and there's a reason why this game is one of the best games of the year. And this is going to sound counterintuitive, it is because this game, trying does not equal success. You have to unlearn a whole lot of what game tells you. Because most games, what they tell you is, if it gives you an option to, should we go and help someone? You always say, well, yes, of course we will, because the game will present me with a way of succeeding. And then there will be money and glory for me in it. No, not FTL. FTL takes the route of saying, actually, you know what? If you take a risk, you may suffer consequences. So in this case, I have arrived at a distress beacon near a small asteroid belt, and I found a ship with pirate markings partially crushed between two large rocks. Must have been illegally mining the belt without proper equipment. Okay, so they're pirates, and under any other circumstance, they would attack me. And they have been caught in a bad situation. Now, I can just destroy them? And because they're pirates, and then I could probably get some stuff relatively easily. But what happens if they actually, they get free and turn on me, or someone sees it and decides that actually they decide to take the pirate side because they're defenseless and I'm attacking them. Plus the fact I'm just attacking some people who are just there. But I could try and dislodge the ship by shooting at the rocks, but if I free them, they might actually turn on me. Or potentially I could just actually, do damage to myself, if I kind of do something that causes a disturbance in the asteroids. I don't know how asteroids work, but I don't know. I'm going to try and help. I'm going to hope this is going to work. Okay, I fire a few volleys and it starts to shudder and break apart. Without shields, the pirate ship takes a beating but eventually pulls free. They thank you for your assistance. Okay, they were nice to me on that occasion, but the thing is, I will bet good money that on another playthrough, if I did the same thing, they might turn on me. I don't know exactly kind of what the odds are in that regard, but for all the talk of realism in the game industry, where they're constantly trying to, you know, increase the grittiness and greyness and gruffness of military shooters. This is more realistic. This, insofar as you are presented with an ambiguous choice where the morality of it is unclear and where you may suffer consequences no matter what you do, that is far more realistic. It's far more interesting. It's far more engaging than being in a world where you know you've just been presented with a solution that you will always be able to find. Oh, another sun! Oh, suns are awful. Why? Why do I keep finding suns? Oh, a store. A store. Okay, as we head to the store, let's touch on yet another reason why this is one of the best games. And that is the currency system in it. Because normally in a game, when you win a battle, you get some experience points for gaining new abilities, and you get some money that you can spend, and you get, say, some items. You might get a health potion or something. Not in FTL. FTL, pretty much everything gives you scrap. And scrap is used simultaneously for repairing your ship, so I'm going to do that here, but it's also used for buying fuel and buying missiles. It's also used to buy system upgrades. It's used to buy augmentations. It is used to buy weapons. It is used to buy drones. It is used to buy pretty much literally everything. But beyond that, it's also used for your ship upgrades. So if I want to upgrade my reactor or my doors, and simply I am going to upgrade my doors because I'm very worried about the possibility of being boarded again, then if you're kind of worried about that sort of thing, then you need to always be balancing, and it creates this incredible tension. That's what this system does. This system is more tense than anything else, because normally money you just spend at the first shop that you come to, unless you're saving it up for something big. And experience points, you just think, oh well, I'm going to level up. I'm going to get a free upgrade, and I can pick a perk out of the skill tree or whatever. No, not in FTL. In FTL, you might have like 100 scrap, enough to do all sorts of things, but you don't use it because you're scared that you might run into a shop in 2 jumps time. And when you run into a shop in 2 jumps time, then you might need 120 to buy the weapon pre-igniter, which is one of the best upgrades in the game. So you're always constantly worried, and then you have to balance, do I spend scrap on upgrading now because, do I save because I want to buy something from the shop? But if I don't spend it on upgrades now, I might not actually get to the shop, and there might not be a shop. Do you rush to shield level 2? Do you rush to get your evasion up? Do you rush to increase your weapons and your reactor? Do you kind of upgrade your doors as early as possible? And the nice thing is, it's so well balanced. Everything fits together beautifully because everything works. You can make a super hyper-powered drone ship. You can do cloaking from early is brilliant. If you rush to shields, then some of the most successful runs I've ever had have been from rushing to shields really, really early. It's just a beautifully balanced game. It genuinely is. Oh, you just get to be a massive, massive evil guy in this case. But I'm going to let them live and return to settlement because I think they might give me something good. Okay, excellent. They've actually given me a weapon. I think their ship's still on fire. I can hear their ship kind of exploding. It is a beautiful game. Just look at it. I mean, in an age when... Do you remember the Hitman Absolution trailer back when that was first shown in 2011, where Diana's in the shower and they wanted to show off the amazing new water physics of water droplets? And then obviously in the game there was never actually any sort of mechanic that used those water droplets. It was literally just in the trailer to show off the game engine, and the actual game was terrible, and I'll probably go into that in more detail at some point. But this game, it's just a really nice kind of matte background, and it's stylized and it's colourful and it's got character and it's got charm. It's just a beautiful, beautiful game. It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. Kind of in this industry where games are costing like $50 million to produce, and vast amounts of that's going into either marketing or having to spend more on game development because it's so expensive to develop for the latest graphics and the latest consoles. Oh, this game is so refreshing, that it's so beautiful and has such charm. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I'm going to regret this. This isn't... Oh, life suits on board. It could be a trap. There could be a very good reason why it's been basically abandoned. Those could be other scavengers who kill me. I don't really need survivors. I need the scrap. I'm not going to risk it. I see. this is me making a decision that I would never normally make in a game. This is very important. In any other game that told me, should I board the ship to look for survivors, I would go, yeah, absolutely, because there will be good stuff. But no, this game, I know that if I board the station to look for survivors, there could be very, very bad things waiting for me. So I'm just going to scrap the ship. Okay, collect some scrap, 19 scrap, done. Nice and easy. Lovely and easy. And we're going into the NG sector, absolutely. Hopefully I can pick up an NG, because NG are really good at repairing, so that'll be good. Oh, suns! Suns are really bad, I hate suns! Oh. Okay, this is really bad, actually. Now I think about it, because I have absolutely no way of knowing... Oh god, this is bad. I have no way of knowing what's on fire. Just put out the fire, 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 put out the fire. Just fix the damn cameras, because I don't know what's on fire. That's on fire. The back end of my ship is on fire. That's definitely a thing. Oh, okay. That's on fire. Good. That much of my ship is on fire. Store, because I have loads of money. I've saved up all the money. Now I find out what happens at the store. Fix up the ship. Fix up the damn ship. I'm going to go for a teleporter because teleporters are fun. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my sensors so that I can actually see what's going on. You two are now on being teleported duties. That really is FTL. And I'm just going to, I'm actually going to keep playing because even if this isn't the best run I've ever done and I'm not doing things perfectly, I just want to keep playing this game because it's fun and it interests me and it surprises me. That's the thing. I'm gonna demonstrate how it's much surprise. Actually, I'm just gonna cut ahead now to some footage that came out of my test recording when I just was checking my equipment setup. I'm just gonna show you something that happened to me. I think the flare just killed them. Oh, hello. So we've got 3 fuel. Yay! 2 missiles. Brilliant. 28 scrap. And stealth weapons, which, oh, this isn't good at all. Yeah, problems. Okay, you two, work on the doors. We can't let the doors go down because the doors are going to be how I actually vent the entire ship. Okay, we can't let the oxygen get damaged either. So you just go to there and action team go. Okay, so now these are going to go out. That's going to go out when the air gets sucked out of here. We're just going to put this fire out manually and fix the doors. Oh, the oh no! Took loads of hull damage because the oxygen didn't drain. Oh, that door is not open! That door isn't open! Oh, God. Yes. We can't jump because... Oh, this is a real problem. This is terrible. Oh, God. Do not take critical damage. Do not take critical damage. Do not take critical damage. Yes. Okay. Now we just have to get enough air into this room that she can go and make the jump. That's all I need. I hate suns. Suns are terrible. Oh, no. This room is not... Oh, God. I need to repair the cockpit before I can even move on. This is not good. And there's not going to be any air until I repair the oxygen. Claire can't stay in that room. Okay. This is really bad. This is... Claire better not be about to die. Okay, Claire's not died. That's one good thing. The oxygen needs to be fixed as a priority, but Nallis is not going to be able to do it. He will die before he manages it. Okay, we can't... And Nallister can't repair the oxygen. Oh, Nallister's dead! Oh, Nallister's dead! Oh, that's unfortunate. And also, we can't now close any of the doors. Okay. Priorities. First things first, we have to repair the oxygen. That is an absolute priority. I'm actually going to die just to being a crippled ship trying to take care of... Okay, that doesn't matter. That completely doesn't matter because there's no oxygen in those rooms anyway. First things first, we fix the damn oxygen so the ship starts to fill up with oxygen again. Alright, fine. Yeah, no problem. We'll just stay here. We'll fix those. What rooms have air? Because I can't heal anyone without a med bay. Oh, shit. Claire and John are both almost dead. Where can they go? There's nowhere for them to go. I think I'm about to die, as is Claire. Which will leave Charlie, who is kind of an honorary member of Many a True Nerd in a lot of ways. I'm actually, you know what? Can this fire kill me? The only way this fire can do any more damage to me now is if the sensors catch fire. But that room has no air in it. I think they're about to die. Oh no! They made it. Okay, not dead. Not dead yet anyway. Okay, heal them up. Heal them up. Heal them up. Okay, that room's gonna literally burn out at some point very, very soon. Rest in peace, Many a True Nerd. Rest in peace. And that's brilliant. That is so good that even after I've sunk so much time into this game, that can happen to me. And I just want to be kind of clear on one thing now. I hope most of you who are watching this have already played this game. I really hope you have, because this is one of those games where you come away feeling privileged that you actually got to play it. You feel privileged that you got to play this game because it's an amazing game. And here's what I really want to do, especially. I want you to go to the FTL site and I want you to download this game from them. And the main reason I want you to do that is because you can download this game DRM free from the developers. And not only does that mean, you know, contrary to what Microsoft might tell you, that you have the right, once you've bought a game, to actually, you know, own it and use it as you wish, but more importantly, you can give your money directly to the developers of this game, not to their marketing budget, not to a development house, not to some game store you honestly don't care about who are doing nothing but overcharging you for second-hand games. You can just go and you can give what is a really fair and really low price. This game, I think I bought this game for $10. I've seen it for less. And you are just supporting developers who have made a wonderful, wonderful product. Download it, DRM free. It's amazing. You will not regret it. So, I was John, and this was FTL, and there will be plenty more of this sort of thing. Thank you very much, and goodbye.